Okay, okay. So, new day. Well, I don't know about that, but whatever. Anyways, here we are. Date of recording is December 1st. So, since I figure this video won't be actually uploaded for about a week and a half, 10 days, something like that. Week and a half to 2 weeks. Because that's roughly the thing that I'm going on here. Anyhow. So the other day, or the other night I should say, there was an announcement on the Discord, which was something of a surprise, of course. No, it was basically just the announcement was basically just that guild names are open and available to take from a sign-up form or whatever. Which I'm sure anyone, yeah. If anyone cared about that, they would already be in the Discord. That watches this would probably already be in the Discord. So it's not like this is like some new or interesting news. I mean, I guess the guild name form was in the donator channel, so there is that. Let's see, 40 tank killers. That is what I am going for there. Let's see, some soldiers. Yeah. Start a round of those guys. Probably should have gotten a lightning dragoon instead. Probably, but didn't. I can't spend any lumber yet because of the slight issue of waiting on upgrades. As always, because upgrades seem to be upgrades are the big slowdown as far as leveling leveling up stuff goes. Let's go for this setup. Roll the dice and get nothing. I don't think I've ever had one of my power boats roll higher than 100 total damage to a unit or something. And why am I even leveling these things? Well, because I feel like it, I guess. Not sure what else I'm gonna level up. So just doing power boats. Or throwing them in along with the Bowie. Because there are some units that actually do need to level up, like this, and Ironclad and other ships, probably not, since need level 56 to even rank those up. And ranking those up is not something I will be able to do anytime soon. I just clicked the lumber mill without remembering that I'm capped on lumber. Very good memorization. for the bars and get nothing. More nothing. I like nothing. Only thing I like more than nothing is actually getting something. Speaking of getting something, of course, looks like I got some bosses alive and ready to end my naval career. Potentially. So, go for the Dreadnought. See how this goes with 2 ironclads in the modern era. See, I want them to be on separate checker strike patterns. That's a very big checker strike. I'm going to retry. Alright, ironclads, get in the back and the front and the middle. Grouper will do its job. Has a single job. But a single job, and that is to bring the submarines down to death range. Okay. Now to try the ironclads. I feel like this should actually go pretty well. I mean, I did just lose a ship, so maybe not, but that was depth charge aftermath. There goes the grouper. I can definitely afford to lose a grouper, though. Yeah, 2 ironclads is actually absurd for this fight. Here I was thinking 1 was good. 2 is just twice as good. Time to get a lot of damage taken. 3 and 2. Okay, here goes the actual RNG that we care about. Well, it lives. It does live. Checkers might be up soon. Checkers in 4 turns. Okay, okay. I've got 4 turns of ironclad attacks to deliver to this unit before it can use its checkers attack. And then we pray that it doesn't hit the 28 HP one. It didn't? It didn't? Oh my god, I think that's a victory. That's pretty good. That's some pretty nice see, steel, not really profit, but gears and bars. It's 100% profit, because I didn't lose either of the ironclads. Go for the Kraken, which I have a slightly bad feeling about. Let's watch the ironclads. It's got 2 times the RNG on the poison now. So we got a crit there, so I'm going to retry. I'll put the boats in the right formation. And see, poison? No poison, okay. I will take no poison. I mean, I'll always take no poison. We'll blast this guy in the face. Multiple times. And that's not nice. Am I willing to lose the ship in exchange for the start that I've got now? I think so. Let's see. So they're using a lot of dive attacks. That one hasn't used either the slap or the dives. We'll go kill that. Poison though, and it's gonna poison something. It didn't. Okay, I am very glad that it didn't. Okay. Can't move that up, can't move that up. Try this. A little bit of damage. Okay. Oh, I should be hitting the tentacle that used the slap. Ah! Jeez, that's not very nice, Mr. Kraken. It's gonna kill the Ironclad. I know that it's going to kill the Ironclad because it will. That's what it likes to do. Let's see, so... Oh, I need to turn the magnification off. Hit the tentacle so it won't be dispositioned towards the bad attack. Other tentacle uses the bad attack anyways, I guess. Alright, we'll blast him in the face. We'll lose the Ironclad. I mean, we knew that was going to happen. There's no way it wasn't going to happen. Let's see. Submerge. Dive attack. Aha, 707 damage. That's gotta be like a max roll almost. No way that isn't basically a max roll. Okay, 96. Not super great. Kill the tentacle for no reason. Suffer the wrath of the Kraken. But the Kraken is dead. So that's minus 4 gears, minus 2 bars, and minus a couple teeth. Huh, well. Got to go and wait for the repair bay. Okay, Raiders. Time to face the Raiders. Got the portable wall at rank 4 now. So it's got, I think at rank 5 it'll get 1,000 total hit points. Either way, it's pretty good as it is. Get the lightning dragoons in here. And the field agents. We'll go for the standard formation that I like to go for when I'm farming with these guys. Which is the triple dragoon, triple wall, and triple agent. Use the dragoons a couple times each. and then basically finish off the leftovers with the agents. It has a varying degrees of success, though. Sometimes get a unit that survives. I have to give the unit a couple turns for us to reload. Yeah. Game, I would like you to, yes, do the attack. See, so I think I still increased my gear count from that overall. Now, realistically, there's another unit I could throw in here to actually mop up the stragglers a bit better than the field agents can. What better way to deal with stragglers than to shoot them in the face? Like so. Does split the SP a bit further, though. Granted, field agents and dragoons, and even portable walls look like they level a bit faster than the veterans are. Then there is always this encounter, which for some people is the worst encounter in the game, and for me, I am inclined to agree to an extent that it is pretty annoying. Take out the Sandworm, but the Sandworm uses the acid anyways. So we'll move on to the next Sandworm and hopefully take him out before he uses the acid. So that's what this is all about. Because if 3 Sandworms all use their acid on the same target, even if it's a super tank, it'll kind of just die. However, this guy cannot survive. And this guy is just about to die as well. Veteran got hit with acid one time. And didn't manage to dodge, so... That's a second acid, but it's a blocked hit, so that's pretty good. Use the grenade attack. Thank you, Mr. Sandworm, for attacking the wall. The wall definitely needed its SP. I guess the super tanks are way up there. Or way slower. But then again, they are rank 5, so... To be expected, right? To be expected. I'll throw the veterans on here. Bring them to the battle. So at this point, since guilds are going to be coming out pretty soon, presumably since, you know, talked about it a minute ago, or earlier in this video, the whole thing with the guild name lock-in form, or whatever. So all the big guilds, or whatever, are going to have their names locked in before the game drops, so their names won't get, like, sniped or something. Can't do that, we'll do this. So since the guild's lock-in, or the guild name lock-in form was dispersed to the community or whatever, what I think that means is that guilds are going to be very soon, or dropping very soon. Which also means that I'm trying to do this thing where I sort of push the units that I've been slowly alternating between to level up. The idea is to basically push them to the rank, or the next rank, in the next few days or something. I mean, that may be a foolish idea or whatever, but it's the idea that I had. So if it's foolish, then it's my foolish idea. And my foolish idea is leagues better than the foolish idea I heard from someone else. Right? Obviously. Probably not really, though. It's a dumb idea, it will always be a dumb idea. There's just this thing that people do, that I'll do too, where I'll have my dumb idea, right? And I'll think it's way better than it actually is, because it's my idea and I thought of it, something stupid like that. Something stupid like that. Okay. Do I want to bring this in here? I think not. Grab the dragoons, grab the veterans. I'll put them in a line like that. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Issues whatsoever with this idea. I do like the lightning drones quite a lot. They can basically destroy most formations with their attacks in a few turns. I mean, I guess the veterans do the same thing, but you know, AoE versus bigger AoE. I guess I'll go fight the Reef Bandits, why not? Ooh, I don't like this encounter. Not in the slightest. What am I gonna use here? These are immune to torpedoes, right? Yeah, these are immune to torpedoes. Why don't I just stack up a couple of these, like, behind the Bowie, and I'll go and pretend like I know what I'm doing. This might be one of the first times I've actually used the airplanes for their intended ocean combat purpose. Okay, this encounter. How do I want to roll this? I'm going to roll 2 of these guys. I'm going to roll 2 of those. I'm going to roll a couple of these on the sides. I call that good. I'm going to pretend like they won't hard focus one of the guys down. Oh wow, look at that. Double 70. That's a new record. It's a new record for highest damage done by allied torpedo boat. I mean allied power boat, same difference. Shall we try it again, perhaps? 105. Well, double 70 is more than 105. Finish him off. Ready for promotion. Cool. Cool. What kind of promotion do you want? Small amount of gold and steel? I will promote that. That leaves me with, decent amount of steel still. Okay, let's see, is that 5 silver wolves? I think it's only 5. Well, beggars cannot be choosers. I will accept any silver wolf formation, so long as it gives me something of nice value. Be it SP or the all-important gear drops. 263, huh? Not really a fan of that much damage to that unit right there. guns. Do a little bit of damage to both those. Do a little bit more damage to both those. Machine guns. Grenades. It's going to be attacking again, so we gotta get rid of him. Freeze him. Take a bit more damage to the tank. Yeah, the Cryo Trooper is also in the midst of leveling. So many units that I'm in the middle of leveling. Lightning Dragoons are one of my favorites still. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just go for that. Because it'll actually stun the guys in the back there. And when they're stunned, they don't attack. No? Come on, game. Tank, you gotta fire the actual attack. Okay, get rid of this guy, please. Veterans are very considerate. They'll get rid of any guy you ask them to in a couple of turns. Realistically, anyways. $18K, huh? I'll take $18K. Would prefer a bit more of the what's it called? The tier 3 resources. I suppose, like I said, beggars can't be choosers, so I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, what if I want to freeze this guy? Then he shall be frozen. And now he shall be dead. Not a fan of this command. Or grenade. There's a gear. I'll take that. I'll take that with great appreciation. Now, as for this encounter, this is the kind of place that I want to use multiple dragoons for. Basically stun the whole board here. Oh, that guy survived. Not for long. And with the tank, finish him off. Bunch of SP. Get a lot less SP from this round. $51, huh? Suppression. Not here to be suppressed. Here to get SP. And gears, of course. So, let's see you finish this guy. Remove this guy. $300. I always like to see the good, clean, big hit or whatever. And I'm out of silver wolves. I forget, was there any in Burn Moth? I'm gonna go look. Excuse me, Burn Moth. Have you seen any silver wolves? No, you have not. Okay. Some vehicle assistance. And then still gotta wait for the repair bay to actually finish. Well, it means it's time to commit mammoth war crimes. Bring the tank killers. The mammoth blasters, in fact. Four bars on tank killer, okay. So that thing is 40% of the way to being completely maxed. %. Almost halfway. Chem tank is also working on getting there. There is a slight idea sometimes, because presumably the chemical tank will one-shot this thing, but I'll still have to use 4 shots on the big mammoths anyways, so it's probably not that big of a difference. Exactly the same either way. Although, if I went and researched the other light chem tank attack, which would probably be very worth it, There's no way it's not worth it at this point, right? Basically turns it into a stationary wimp. That would apply poison to all three on the front row here. And if all three were poisoned, then all three would die in less hits. Does bring into question whether or not the heavy chem tank is worth it. Personally, I don't think it is. I mean, there's a lot of people who say it is, but I don't think it is. Especially since, you know, in one level, we'll have the mega tank available. And that thing is, I mean, the heavy chem tank is like a second row sort of unit. Sort of like a lightning dragoon, but more tanky. And no stun, I guess. So maybe I would like the unit then. Maybe I would like it. Because now that I talk about it, I realize lightning dragoon, but more tanky, might actually be worth it. 10 nanopods. I mean, I'm going to be building more of these either way. Even if I don't have very much in the way of chemical vial income. Reason why, of course, is that the rebels over here are rather stingy. And by rather stingy, I mean incredibly stingy. See, is that worth using? No, okay. Use the veterans and the stun attack. Followed up by the kill attack. And the removal of these guys. Well, I guess not removal, but close enough. Saboteur survives though. Not a fan that he survived. And 0 chemical vials. These guys are very stingy with their chemical vials. Like, incredibly so. So stingy, in fact, that I don't think I've gotten any chemical vial drops in days at this point, maybe? Yeah, probably days. That guy survived. With 3 HP. Congratulations. I mean, they do drop good SP at least. Well, that was a complete whiff. Complete and utter miss. $358, $59. But yeah. Goes about the same for every one of these battles that I do. With the complete lack of chemical vial drops. But who knows, maybe I'll get one today. I mean, I doubt it, but there is a chance. Yeah, no drops. Cool. Cool, right? Right. Should I say left? Well, without any drops from there, I guess it's time to head over here. Grab these guys and a veteran. Grab this. Go here. So yeah, I guess if the chem tank is similar to the heavy chem is similar to the light unit, then I'd probably actually enjoy the unit. Though it does feel a waste to put 70 nanopods into units that's roughly as durable as a super tank, but has to be on the second row to actually do any damage. I don't know. Look at that. Got no, come on. Press the correct button. Portable walls, on the other hand, are going crazy. Look at that. I only have one boar left if this goes the way that it's going. Okay, not quite. This is why the veteran's around, to mop up the last guys. Or the stragglers, I should say. 16. I don't like that. I prefer if it would do actual damage. Okay. Let's kill this guy. No? Not quite? Okay. Finish that guy instead. No boar shall escape the lightning. Alright, one more of these. A single. Yes. One more. I much prefer when the Alpha Boars roll on the middle 3 squares, as opposed to one of the edges. So that means multiple Dragoons will hit them instead of a single one. Single one can still do a pretty sizable chunk of damage, of course. But it's just not quite there. Wall is going solidly. I don't see any more boars to fight. Okay. What's next for this? Well, I mean, obviously, there is but a single option to go for next, and that is the notorious, Raptors, with their rocks of doom and despair. Because the lightning doesn't actually damage the rocks. And the Raptors do seem to take a little bit less damage on average too. That's actually a lot less from the looks of it. Okay, we'll try and kill that. Success, okay. The other Raptor encounter is actually way better for the Dragoons though. If the other Raptor encounter happens to be one of the ones that we've got here. Field agents are also pretty good versus the Boars, but not so much versus the Raptors. It's a matter of weakness to fire type attacks, which the lightning is a fire type attack, so that makes sense. Why it does way better versus the boars. The boars take an extra 25%, or like 125% total from lightning and fire. Whereas the Raptors, they're just taking 100% total. So it's really not quite the same. 25% less effective, I guess. However, some formations, like this one, provide a lot more room for being effective. Mostly just because there's more raptors in the middle tiles. More raptors in the middle tiles means more damage distributed to the raptors. And I guess we got double veteran for this one too. Double veteran is way more damage than a single veteran. Walls are definitely holding up now. Previously, the walls would not be holding up to this. Wow, this guy is durable. However, not quite durable enough. I like this one. I do like this formation quite a bit more, as Mr. Red Guy is damageable by 4 lightning attacks rather than 2. I don't know. It's all part of the SP grind. Although I do get the feeling that once I finish the Raptors here, I'll probably decide this is long enough. Let's go for this. Yes. And that too? Yes, that too. Even go around behind the rock and get rid of that guy. It's a good amount of SP. 300, 300, and 150. Well, not quite a full 300, but it's very close. I want to go for that. Yeah, let's take the middle one. Why not? Even though it only damages one of the raptors. Could probably get by with only 2 dragoons for this encounter. Yeah, two dragoons, one here, and a veteran and another veteran. Double goon veteran. the raptor dies. Of course it does. Yep. I think that's all the raptors. Yeah, that's all the raptors. They go by pretty fast, honestly. I mean, sure it takes like several minutes, or a minute and a half, 2 minutes per encounter. But they feel like they go pretty fast. Maybe that's because, you know, in the moment, they feel faster, but, yeah. So we go out here, we hit this guy with that. Now he's basically guaranteed to die. Only 90 though. Mammoths are not very good SP source. And then all that's really left is the ocean. The ocean is I'm kinda not the biggest fan of the ocean, if I'm being entirely honest. Okay, we'll get a slightly less durable boat over here. Get rid of this boat. Deal some damage. And then just use the M10s the rest of the time, because those are basically the key to victory in just about any naval encounter. Maybe not. Yeah, no, never mind. That was a mistake. Okay, finish him off, please. Thank you very much, game. Yeah, boats are all very close. Well, the boats that really matter. These things only recently started working on them again, because I realized that these were just about to cap out. Do I want to do this? Not really, honestly. Not really. I'm kinda not the biggest fan of the boat battles. Kinda not. And it's not like any of them really... I mean, I already did boat battles that are like really matter earlier today, so whatever. Let's call it good.